I'm astrologer and life coach Penny Dix. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome back if you're one of my regular visitors here. And if you are new here, hopefully you will like what you see. And if you do, I'd love it if you could subscribe. So today I am bringing you one of my short heads up videos, but this one is specifically for the sign of Sagittarius. And that depends whether you are the sun in Sagittarius or the rising sign, also known as the ascendant. So Sagittarius, let's see what's unfolding for you this month. How are you doing? How's everything unfolding? Because we've got a lot of energy in two particular sectors of your chart. One is the part of your chart, Aries, which is the part of your chart that's all about fun and entertainment and children and just general kind of love affairs and romance and all those wonderful things. And the other part that is focused is your sixth house of a little bit more down to earth, Taurus, which is your day-to-day working routine. It can also be your health, and it can also be service to others. And it's also pets and small animals. So let's see what the energy is telling us. So first of all, I just want to point out that, of course, you're getting used to the new energy of Pluto that's moved into your third house of communication. So you might find that over the next few years, the way you talk has much more power, much more direction, much more really positive intent. And the other major change you've had, of course, is Saturn has moved into Pisces. Now, Saturn is our planet of restriction, containment, boundaries, and timing. Now, I mention it because it is in your fourth house of home and family, also ancestors. And it may be that whilst Saturn goes through this part of your chart, over the next 2.5, 3 years, you may well find you move house, make big changes at home, or people come, people leave, but there could well be some significant changes, even if it's just reorganizing your whole living space. So that's just a reminder of that energy. But let's start with what's happening in Aries, in your fifth house, because Mercury, the planet of communication, moves actually into Taurus from this part of your chart on the 3rd. And I'm going to talk about Mercury first because by the 21st in Taurus, in your sixth house of your day-to-day routine and health, it has a retrograde. Now, this retrograde lasts until the 15th of May. And then, as you probably know, it goes through its shadow, it goes back, it goes forward, but eventually it moves out of its shadow and it will move into Gemini eventually and into your seventh house of significant relationships, which is always very invigorating and fun for relationships. Now, Mercury in this part of your chart, your sixth house, really is giving you a heads up about your health. If there are appointments that you need to make, checkups that you need to make, then this would be a good time to do them. And if there isn't anything like that going on in your life, then it's actually a really good time to actually attend to your routine. Look at better ways to manage it, how to make it flow more easily, to give some thought and, get a little bit more kind of organization into how you run your life. Because Sagittarius, you are such a fiery individual and you have this flexibility and you go all over the place and we never quite know where Sagittarius is going to pop up next. And so in that essence, it's like you need to, in some ways, I think, take a little bit of Saturn's energy and slow down a bit and trust the timing of your life. Now, going back to Aries and all the energy in this part of your chart, there's some nice healing energy at the beginning of the month, round about the 5th, when the sun is conjunct our wounded healer Chiron. Now, I feel because it's also widely conjunct Jupiter, It may be that there have been some difficulties with friends or love affairs that can really be kind of addressed and healed at this time. And kind of, it's like kiss and make up time. And whether that's just with friends or other people, it could also be that you find a lot of healing through spending some time doing the creative things that really feed your soul, whether that's music, art, drama, films, anything of that nature, creative, is really going to be helped by this energy. Now, what we also need to look at is Venus, our planet of relationship, our planet of love, also of money and self-worth. Venus is going to move into Gemini on the 11th, and then it'll be in your 7th house. So you're going to have both Mercury there and Venus, and there's going to be an awful lot of communication going on, which I'll tell you more about next month with your nearest and dearest. But I haven't mentioned yet the full moon, which is on the 6th of April, and this is in Libra. And this is the part of your chart that is about your kind of hopes and wishes. It can be larger groups of people. And it's opposite Chiron. So I don't know if there are any groups you're involved with or situations you've been involved with that have been a little bit sticky or iffy or a little bit tetchy. But this full moon brings healing energy. It brings an opportunity to bring to a close something that perhaps needs to be addressed and let go of. So that could be a manifestation of this energy. And it's basically, full moons come and go, new moons come and go. And the most important, I think, lunar event of this month is actually the new moon that we have on the 20th. Because the new moon is a second new moon in the sign of Aries. Now, we had the first new moon in Aries at the 0 degree, and that was back on the 21st of March, just after the spring equinox, when the sun slipped into Aries. So what is happening here on the 20th is we've got this new moon, and it's a solar eclipse. It's at 29 degrees and 49 minutes. This is almost as wide a sort of separation from its first new moon to this second new moon as it could possibly get, other than being 0, 0, 0, 0 and 29, 29, 29 kind of thing, 29, 59. So solar eclipses, remember, and it's in Aries, so it's in this 5th house of entertainment and love affairs, are about new beginnings. Now, an eclipse means, because the moon is between the earth and the sun, it means that part of the sun's light is overshadowed. So what this represents is that something is not clear. Something is, in a sense, hidden. And this new moon, so you have to take the energy of Saturn that will be asking you really to kind of look at the timing of the events in your life, especially if it's around a new romance, and trust that if things need to be revealed, if there is information that needs to come out, it will at the right time. And there is a right time for everything. And so you just have to be mindful of that. Now, the sun moves into Taurus almost like a few minutes or an hour after the new moon. So it will be right up there in your 6th house, bringing better health, because the sun, remember, is about our life, our soul, our kind of essence, and it will really bring some better feelings health-wise to you, Sagittarius. So the last thing I want to mention before I finish your reading for this month is that Mars in Cancer, which is in your 8th house, This is the part of your chart to do with transformation. It can also be sexuality. Mars is quite a racy planet, you know. It can be quite energetic when it wants to be. Now, something funny and naughty just came into my mind. It's squaring Chiron in Aries. And what it made me think of was, don't get into any funny positions because you might do yourself an injury. I really shouldn't have said that, but wait, hey, why not? I mean, it's the birds and the bees, and it's how we all got here. But anyway, just a heads up for the 27th. Try to, if this is a new love or new romance that has come into your life, try and keep things a little bit more gentle. So just bear that in mind. I don't believe I said that. But anyway, I did. So there we go. So on that note, April is a better month. It's going to be quite a fast, swift-moving month. And things will speed up even more in May. But then we will have some retrogrades. Some of the outer planets will start to go retrograde again. And we will get a little bit of a breather from all these powerful energies. So on that note, thank you so much for coming to join me, Sagittarius, for your April reading. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe and share. And thank you to all the new subscribers. I'm so thrilled that you've chosen to follow me. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And please remember, if you would like a reading, go to my website, www.pennydix.com. You'll find my emails there. You can get in touch with me. I still like to have a little bit of control over how that all works. So you have to email me personally so that I can find the right slot for you. So on that note, thank you so much again. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.